welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man that is recording this episode from inside a posh Parisian bathroom. It's Nick Rehak.
Hey, how you doing?
So you're just waiting for some spies to engage in this bathroom, right? You're just kind of hanging out, waiting for it?
Pretty much. But the nice thing is they've done away with the tile, and it's all very nice wooden walls. The floor is repurposed bamboo wood.
Whoa.
It's pretty fancy. Pretty fancy.
Yeah, after they destroyed it in Fallout, they just said, you know what? Let's just redo it.
Pretty much. And then, you know what? I think somebody said the magic word is sconces, because those are everywhere.
Wow. In every stall?
Every stall, even above the urinals. It's kind of weird, but very classy.
Electric or gas?
It's gas in the urinals, but electric above the stalls.
Wow. They thought this through.
Just for the smell. They don't want the methane, you know what I mean, catching with an open flame. So
Yeah.
they keep the electric in the back and the party in the front.
Not again, right?
No. It was the pre-post-apocalyptic one, and then the apocalyptic one happened, and they've learned their mistake.
Oh, smart. Hey, so before we get into drafting, and thank you for joining me again. If you remember, Nick was on our jet ski action scene draft, which, I mean, we came up with jet ski doctors on that and turtles on jet skis, two of the all-time great MFF riffs ever in our 65 episodes. Beautiful, beautiful riff. So before we get into our bathroom draft, I just want to ask you, you're out somewhere and you have to, use the restroom. What restroom would you want to be in to watch one of these fights that we're about to talk about? What a stupid question. You're a fly on the wall and one of these fights breaks out. Where do you want to be? Which one do you want to be in?
Ooh, jeez. I think of all the ones, it would have to be raid.
You're like two over?
Because it's so much.
Oof.
It's so much happening at once, and you're really getting a bang for your buck. You're getting so much for your entertainment dollar right there. And then there's that mystery of how are they going to pull this one off? But they do it.
I got to tell you, I would hire the person who installed that door, because there's about 40 angry people pounding on it for minutes.
Yeah.
And it holds.
Yeah.
So whoever installed that lock did it right. And that's not balsa wood on that door. That's legit oak. That's elm.
It's a heavy door.
Yeah.
And the thing is, look at that little lock.
Mm-hmm.
There is not much holding it on there. And how it stays in place, the hinges, they have to be heavy duty hinges, but they're not. The physics doesn't make sense, but there's some kind of, maybe it's the screws, maybe they did an adhesive as they applied the screws, but it is something else there.
Well, all right, since we just talked about that, do you mind if I get first pick?
No, and I feel bad that I kind of stepped on your energy there a little bit, that was
steal it. Take it.
I could never.
And then you go, well, that reminds me. So I'm just going to say, why not? Let's go with the Raid 2, the bathroom fight in the Raid 2 with Rama. Let's go with that.
Yeah.
That'll be my first pick.
Absolutely.
Because
and it's a wonderful pick.
Now, I was thinking, should I do Blood and Bone or should I do the Raid? And I just kind of thought about it and I just said, I'm going to stick with the Raid because I wanted to have a prison bathroom fight. But I decided on the Raid because actually I feel bad for the criminals in Blood and Bone too, because Michael Jai White's beating them up. But this group of 40 people, when they attack Rama, I feel bad for all of them. And it's one of the first times in my movie watching life where I'm watching people attack a guy and I'm like, you shouldn't do this. You shouldn't do this. Right? This isn't a 3-on-1. This isn't sometimes when it's a 3-on-1 or mismatch, you're like, whatever. It's a fight. But guys, don't do it. And people are getting their skull cracked on toilets. That wall, I mean, there's blood stains with hair in it in about 40 spots of that bathroom stall. He's flipping people. Yeah. I was like, guys, listen, I know you want to beat up Rama. I get it. I don't know why, but just don't, just let him be. Let him go to the bathroom.
Absolutely. And not only that bathroom is filth. The slightest cut, you're getting an infection yesterday. It is. I tell you what, though.
It's retroactive.
If I'm in that group of guys fighting, I'm the very last guy. I'm like, I'm gonna let you guys tire them out. Oh,
Yeah.
I'm here to support the team. I'll get him at the end. But even then, he's just getting warmed up. Like it's nonstop. I think Raid 2 is the greatest action film ever. Ever. No hyperbole. Like Raid 2 is it.
No
Like,
hyperbole.
Nothing's going to beat it.
So good. I mean, it's almost so great. You get tired. Like it has so much awesomeness in it.
Yeah.
And it bums me out because people are like Mad Max Fury Road, Commando, Die Hard's great. But for me, I think Iko Uwais is one of the greatest on-screen kickers, fighters ever.
Yes.
And
yes.
If you said Mark, well, he's not the best. And I would just say, who's better? I mean, I guess you could say like Jet Li, Bruce Lee, Jim Varney, Trent Slater.
I mean, you can, but that's like the people that say who would win, Michael Jordan or LeBron. You can't compare the two because those are different people at their primes in different eras. The game has changed as far as kicks go. Like he's running it right now.
And it's a different martial arts. I mean, and also the elbows and knees that Rama is throwing is just stop, guys, stop. Like I've never felt bad for a group of people. Just stop.
Or anytime I see something where a guy gets punched in the throat, I'm like, you should just quit. If I'm in that group of people, if I see a guy getting punched in the throat, I'm like, fellas, I think my cellmate's calling me. I gotta go. Is that hello, guardsman? Yeah, the guards are calling us, guys. We should probably go.
Yeah. No, okay. Like when he punches that guy in the throat.
Yeah.
That guy immediately goes, "This was bad. This was a bad idea." Because you see his face, and it's just my throat is now sticking out the back of my neck. Just immediately regrets it. I would be the person in the background with a piece of wood that throws it. And then I would stand really close behind somebody, and so when their head flies back, it hits me, and I fall unconscious.
And even if you don't go unconscious, you pretend you're unconscious. Be like, I'm down. I'm down here.
When they show videos of this fight later, they're going to see me punching myself in my nose to make it look bloody.
Like we saw you punch yourself in the face. No. Somebody's fist. It totally hit me. No, I'm pretty sure.
It was Rama.
It could be you were in the mirrors. He was in the stall. Now that guy's got a punch like you wouldn't believe.
Man, he hit inmate number 6, and I felt it.
Yeah. I had to take one for the team. We're all a team. One man goes, we all go.
So there's a video of you socking yourself in the nose. But this is the reason I picked it. It's brutal. It utilizes toilets well, and it's dirty. And we'll talk about why we didn't pick some of the movies at the end, but I had to pick. We had to start off with Raid 2. So who are you picking first?
Absolutely. Me, I'm going to go in a very different direction. It's actually the first ever bathroom fight scene I saw, and that is
Kramer versus
Harry
Kramer?
Potter.
That Streep Hoffman brawl?
Yeah. Where Dustin Hoffman is just relentless with those lefts, and then the right hook comes.
Those body shots.
Meryl takes it though. She takes it like a champ.
Yeah, when she knocks him out with the toothbrush holder, the ceramic one. Oh, beautiful.
Yeah, it's insanity. You wouldn't think, but she's right there with it. And then that score from Mike Shinoda just pulsing the whole time. Like
the one thing I have a question about Kramer versus Kramer. Why are their toothbrushes sharpened? The bottoms.
I think because it's one of those. So before, and I'm just going to assume because I'm relatively young, but I'm going to assume for a while everybody was like, we need something all in one, right? It has to be all in one. Let's not keep anything separated. And it was a new trend, and someone's like, you know what? I'm just going to sharpen the end of this toothbrush. So as I'm brushing, like, oh no, I see a little something, right? A little piece of chicken skin from last night. Just get it out with a little pick. You turn the toothbrush around, pick it out, ready to go.
Yeah.
Ready to go. Dentist recommended because now you can scrape away a little bit of plaque before they get in there with all the metal stuff.
When she stabs Hoffman with it 73 times, I was still amazed he was able to make that court date the next day. I mean,
and you get to about 40 and you're like, there's no way. And they just keep going. It's relentless.
I was over it by 50, but then by 60 to 70, I was loving it because they went
It wins
there.
you back.
Yeah.
Right? It absolutely wins you back. We play a game at work called How Many Blanks is Too Many Blanks, and we pick a song and we put it in there, right? A month ago, we did How Many Kokomos is Too Many Kokomos, and we played the Beach Boys Kokomo on a loop. When we got to 12, we didn't like it anymore. When we got to 16, we were a fan. And then when we got to 18, we all collectively said 18 Kokomos is too many Kokomos.
Wow. That's beautiful.
For you, 73 toothbrush stabbings is just the right amount. 74 it'd be too many.
Too many.
But 73 primo. And I think the director knew that, and that's why it got the Oscar that year.
No, he had won so many. Yeah, I mean the stunt coordinating on it
Alone.
That guy went on to do all of Carpenter's films. Then he did all of Stallone's films in the 80s.
He only did one Chuck Norris film, Cobra, but after that,
yeah. Well, Chuck Norris didn't want him to show him up.
He didn't.
Yeah. All right. So you're taking Harry Potter, right? Is this your Harry
Yes.
Potter and the Sorcerer's Stone?
Yes. One of the first times I ever really saw a bathroom fight in a film, and it's relatively simple compared to today's standards. Yeah, there's a little bit of danger, and we do get a sink breaking, which is great. Plumbing and the water's everywhere. You have to. Bathroom stalls are destroyed. But it's just a little fantastical because it's got a troll, and he's got a big club. He's trying to take everybody out. We see the characters gaining a little bit of confidence, right? We can see kind of Hermione's running the group. We can see Harry, obviously the adventurous one. Ron's kind of off to the side trying to get the magic to work. Sometimes he gets it, sometimes he doesn't. It's also a little bit of comedy in there too. I think it's just a fun, wholesome bathroom fight because a lot of them you don't really get that. I think this is the only one without blood on our list. Everything else is pretty intense.
There's some uber ones in here, so this is a nice palate cleanser.
It is. We could start out light and then get first we went hard, right, with Raid 2, then we take it down a little bit, and it's an album, right? The first track, you're in it. Second track, all right, a little bit of a ballad, but then the rest of the album, we're flying.
Flying high. Metallica's Saint Anger.
Exactly. Well, to a point.
I love that documentary. It's a good doc.
It is great, isn't it? It's probably one of the better music documentaries out there, and I think, maybe only rivaled by, The Decline of Western Civilization.
And Gary and the Rancors living it.
Well, it has to be that, right? I think that's the one that kicks everything off. If you don't have Gary and the Rancors, you don't have Decline of Western Civilization.
No. So yeah, you got to give respect where it's due.
Absolutely, day in and day out. And the problem is a lot of people don't. You see these rock concert docs and everything, and nobody takes a second to go, hey, Gary, I want to thank you and the Rancors. That didn't happen. That didn't happen in Purple Rain. You know what I mean? It didn't happen in The Last Waltz. It didn't happen in one of the 20 Martin Scorsese-directed Rolling Stone documentaries, which, by the way, I feel like maybe after two of them, we're I think we're good. We don't need Give Me Shelter and Shine a Light. Oh, we're fine.
Yeah. I don't need something about Foghat's 1979 concert in Tucson. But can I tell you something about me, Nick? So I love it when things drop on people's heads. So in a lot of these fights that we're talking about, there's just a lot of people getting socked in the nose and the chin. You're punching yourself in your face in the Raid 2. I like when things from above bonk somebody. So in Princess Bride, when Andre the Giant bonks a guy on top of the head. Love it.
Classic.
In this film, when Ron does the spell and then drops the club on the troll's head and then troll fall. I love a good bonk. Is what I'm saying. And I gotta tell you, there's some danger in this. He destroys the bathroom stalls. That sink that he destroys near Hermione, that's really close to her. She could have been smushed. And there's good water spray. You need water spray. And there is.
Yeah. And you know what? It's a single water spray. There's, of all the things getting destroyed, one water spray, there's a protective magic spell in there with the water somehow. There's no way there's not at this point. But at the same time, you know what? It's a kid's film, right, to an extent, but it adds that sense of danger. It does say, hey, there is danger out there. Clearly, there's been how many films we know they're going to beat the troll. But there's still little steps here and there, hey, we're having fun, we're wizards, but there's real danger out there.
That could have smashed her. And I like the bits too. The wand goes into the troll's nose, and it's just it builds. So it's nice that it's not a stock fight. They wrote it well. There's some cheeky gags to it. Each character has a character growth, like you said. Hermione's the leader. Harry Potter gets on the thing's head. Ron foibles his way through a bonking spell. But man, you pick a good one because this one has character development.
Yeah, and you don't really see that a whole lot. I mean, you do see development in other characters in that they develop calluses on their hands from beating holes into other people's faces, and which they develop, trauma hemorrhages, broken bones, but not necessarily emotional, right? And personal, like, development in that way.
A lot of times people stop developing because they get killed.
Yeah, that's true. I think.
Stupid. There's not much character development in that scene. Well, yeah, because all of them died.
No. Yeah. You don't see a lot of development in, Dawn of the Dead, Night of the Living Dead, because they're dead. It's just they're locked into one thing and that's it. There's no change of heart, right? There's no thing where somebody stops and they plead with everybody else. You're just like, I guess I'm one of the herd, and you just keep on going.
Wow. What a great pick. We had a hardcore fight and a cheeky fight, and I adore it.
Yeah.
What a fun one. What a great fight. All right, I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take Jack Reacher for my second pick.
Okay.
Now, I'm taking Jack Reacher for my second pick because it feels like a Three Stooges sketch. It does. Yeah, it leans into farce. And I remember watching that film and I enjoyed it, right? Anything with Werner Herzog, I'm going to enjoy. Rosamund Pike. I mean, a great cast, but it's very dour. It's just very, nothing in that film really relaxes. It's very heightened. So just to watch this Keystone Cops routine between these two guys with a crowbar. So what happens is Tom Cruise is walking around. He gets hit in the back of the head with a baseball bat, falls in a tub. He's there for the taking. These two idiots get stuck in a door. They're swinging crowbars, bats. They miss with every shot. They're breaking windows. They're knocking into each other. And Jack Reacher's just in the bathtub looking at him. Just like, what's happening? Why are you doing what's going on? And it's just a beautiful, fun, cheeky moment. But this is what I love. It showcases the perils of close combat fighting. And it plays believably. If you and I ran in a bathroom trying to fight Jack Reacher, Nick, you and I would be like those guys.
Absolutely. But I think rather than accidentally hitting each other, we would purposely be hitting ourselves. It would be very much a Rama moment where it's like, oh, no, and I'm going to hit myself in the face with a bat. Mm-hmm. And then you're just going to do your best to your face with that crowbar. And that's it. We're just going to be like, oh, sorry, we interrupted you. You go ahead and take your nap. I genuinely don't know. Every time I see it, I don't know how A, he doesn't die when he catches that bat to the back of his head, and B, how he's just not immediately passed out for hours. And it's just, and it's crazy too, because we go from something like The Raid, super close quarters, right? And they're just like tearing it up. And these guys, there's some space in there. It's not a lot, but there's definitely some space to maneuver, and they're just like bumbling around. They're just both excited though. It's two guys. They're ready to, you know what I mean? The big problem is they didn't rock, paper, scissors before going in there to see who's got it, who's back up. Yep. That's the problem.
They had the KO. They just had to go in there and finish them, but they bumble around.
It's too much bumbling.
I just like that moment because there's some levity there. And even though Jack Reacher should have been in La La Land, Jack Reacher, I like to look at him when he's in the bathtub. Just, are you done yet? Is this happening? Like, what's going on? And I like that one of the henchmen gets hit right in the face and falls downstairs. That would be me. When you were swinging back, I'd move in front of it. I would move in front of the bat and get like kind of walloped, and then I would really fling myself backwards.
Yeah.
To get out of that.
I mean, like a soccer player. You know what I mean? Almost to the point where a ref is going to come out and be like, look, Jack, you can't be doing this. Here's a yellow card. Everything else we get, but look at how he fell back. Like, this is not great.
I mean, there's eye gouges in this.
Ooh.
That guy gets eye gouged.
It hardcore. And as somebody that wears glasses, not a fan. I think I would have some type of, you know what I mean, I could stop somebody for a second if they try to gouge my eye, because they're going to hit lens and glass unless they do a swoop up motion. But even then I can kind of catch the finger and pull back. You know what I mean? But it's still terrifying. And also Robert Alonzo did this fight. And he's been Tom Cruise's guy for many years. And he also was a stunt coordinator on Deadpool. And he also did Mission Impossible Ghost Protocol. He was a fight coordinator on that. And he was a fight coordinator on Terminator 3. Or he was a stunt guy on Terminator 3. So it's kind of fun, which has a bathroom fight. So you got Tom Cruise's long-term guy. But this is why I picked it. It's just when that guy falls down the stairs, he goes down really slowly. They really play that up for laughs. Like, it's a funny moment involving a bathroom fight. And so I had to add it because of that little unique thing it had for it. So that's my second pick. It's a good pick. And they really let the hilarity in a weird way play out because there's no music. right? A lot of these other ones, there's a little bit of music or at least a tone or just a hint of like, here's, a little bit of tension or something. But this one, it's just, you hear the thuds, the cracks, and the creaks. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. I loved it. Beautiful. And it just made me laugh. And it still makes me laugh just thinking about it. But yeah, definitely I would knock you out and then I would look at him, then look at me, then I would just roll down the stairs. That would be my plan.
It's probably a great idea, and I appreciate you taking me out first so I don't have to make the decision of, oh no, do I run or do I just play dead like a bear is here?
You just do a Austin Powers Gold member and just fall down on the ground because you don't have a name tag.
I got a red shirt.
What would you do? You're a hero. And these guys come in bumbling. They bump you on the head with a bat. You're hurting. But since it's this world, you're not really that hurting because it's the Jack Reacher land.
Yeah.
And these guys immediately realize that they're out of their league. And they just crawl up into fetal positions. And would you be vindictive and womp on them for a little bit? Or would you leave?
I'd like to think I wouldn't. I'd like to think I would say something kind of like funny cocky. You know what I mean? Almost like a parent scolding them. And then like maybe being a little, uplifting in a sense like, come on, man, you don't have to do this. You know what I mean? You can go back to school and continue your art degree. You know what I mean? I know a lot of people don't appreciate Lebanese art history, but you can change minds and turn hearts around on this and then look at the other guy and be like, dude, you were a great electrician. I know what happened between you and Deborah wasn't the best, but she wouldn't want this for you. And you need to show that you're better than that. Don't go to her, go to the electrical work and knock that out of the park and be all you can be. You know what I mean? And then I would leave, but I think I would try to turn lives around. That's the kind of hero I am.
Yeah, I
use my words.
Move to a new town, become an electrician, see if sparks fly with a lucky lady. How do you know this?
Just let the sparks fly.
You assisted on that one. I just said that it felt right.
Hey, set spike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or whatever the volleyball phrase is.
Arrested Development never did anyone. That doesn't help you. Get out of here. Move away.
Nope. Move on.
Yeah. I would like pinch the back of their arm or something. Just to let them know I was there.
They wake up. Oh man, what was that? You know what it was. Mark Reacher came around.
Yeah, boop.
You just boop them in the nose. You come up, you grab their nose, pull back, stick your thumb through it. We're like, look, I got your nose, and you're gonna live the rest of your life without a nose. And you tell everybody that I got your nose. And leave.
And don't do it to the other guy, so it's a secret. Yeah. They have to kind of keep.
You look at him. I want you to tell all of your friends what you saw.
You have your thumb sticking out the nose.
Yeah.
I got it.
Ooh.
That guy's crazy.
Yeah.
All right, who's your second pick?
Well, I think it's a perfect transition to go to the Terminator 3 pick.
Oh.
Fun fact, this was the first Terminator film that I saw.
Oh, wow.
And the reason it was the third one is because it's the one my grandmother owned. She didn't own the other two for some bizarre reason. And one day, it happened to be during the summer, at her house, raining or something, we didn't go out. And I'm like, let's watch a movie. And she's like, just go ahead and pick something. And it looked kind of cool because, the DVD screen with or the case with the face and everything. I'm like, let's check this out. And it was fun. And then I watched the other ones and I'm like, oh, okay, I see why this is the third in the franchise, not as strong as the others. But the bathroom scene is borderline Looney Tunes.
Bonkers.
Right? It's so over the top. I don't think there's anything that isn't destroyed. Like a government contractor is watching this like, I can't wait to replaster these walls. Look at all the tile work we have to do, the glass work. Like, this is something else.
I got some hinges for you.
Hinges for days. We better buy stock in Home Depot because we're going to buy them out.
This is the only clip where I felt bad for the bathroom.
Right? It's everything, too. I mean, and the way she grabs Arnold by his reproductive programming and just proceeds to walk him through the walls like a battering ram.
Oof.
Like, you're just that's insanity to me. And not only are you damaging the structure of the building to an extent, you're also messing up plumbing, right? So there should be more water in that scene. Let's be honest. I don't think there's enough water.
No. There's not a
there
lot of
any
water. I can't think of any. There's not much water. That's lazy.
There might be some water when her head goes through a toilet. You know, there's a little bit of water when they knock out a sink.
Yeah.
But even then, should be a lot more.
Her head was in the toilet. And I like when TX looked at herself in the mirror, Christiana looking.
Yes.
That was neat. Like checking it out and then womping on him.
Yeah. Just being like, girl, you still got it. And then rocking it. Like, no one really does that in a fight scene or just in a tense moment like that in general. Nobody takes the time to look at themselves, get a little bit of composure, a little bit of self-confidence, and then go on to do the thing. Yeah. I'm not talking about, in a drama where a character like stops, looks in the mirror, and is like, you're going to nail this. And then they go on to do lawyer stuff, or they go on to do a recital or a play or whatever.
I'm talking
taxi
driver crap.
Exactly. Like, your life is on the line, and you just want to take a second in between pummels and bonks and just be like, nah, you're fine.
Yeah. Kiss the bicep.
Exactly. Just a little peck, though. Nothing crazy. We're PG here. But,
man, I have a question.
Answer.
These robots these androids, these Terminators, they have metal hands, right?
Yes.
So why would you take something metal out and hit them with it?
Well, maybe they don't realize. It's been a little bit. I recently went through and watched the entire Terminator franchise. I had fun. There's some ups and downs, sure, but I never got an idea outside of Arnold's character that there was a self-awareness. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think there's just this general programming of like, I'm here to kill and destroy, and it knows its abilities, right? Especially when it gets later into the series where they can kind of regrow parts, or there's like a liquid metal that can kind of create these different shapes and everything, right? Like old knife hands running around and everything. Mm-hmm. But I think Primitive, if you will, in 2 and 3, there's just here's my directive. I don't care about anything else. Because there's no emotion, whereas Arnold, kind of becomes, spoilers, a little self-aware, much like Skynet, a little self-aware and figures that out. So I think that's why they kind of just stick to, hey, we're fighting with what we got, as if we were people, rather than if we were, machine.
If I was a Terminator, I would kill people with, fun noodles that you swim in pools with. Because you're not going to get killed. So why, have some fun.
Yeah.
Right? Just learn something really, yo-yos.
Oh, look out for the Duncan Dominator. He's coming for us.
Yeah, just something that you wouldn't expect with oh man, Terminator with his knife hands is going to get me. And then he pulls out a spatula or a plastic spoon. Well, that's cruel.
Something fun for the victim. You know what I mean? Noodle, you feel like you got a chance. But heaven forbid it's a bathroom fight, though, because if you get those pool noodles with a little bit of water and you catch one in the face, fun time is over.
That thing's
and
flying
you're in
off.
timeout real quick.
Oh, that eye is gone. It makes it fun for the
for the abuser.
But I gotta tell you, Jeff Mann, despite the water, I like the bathroom that he set up to destroy. That was a good production. The production designer, Jeff Mann, he did a good job. I think on that. It's real
classy. I like the glass touches to it. The company I work for this past June, we moved into a new building, and before it was just your generic bathroom. But now, we've got nice tile, the stall doors are wood, it's where we classed it up a little bit, and I'm like, this is how it should be. But then you see something very sleek and modern with all this glass. I'm like, yeah, this is where it's at. I don't know how I feel about the frosted glass, but the glass between the urinals is pretty neat.
Nice. I'm not you a frosted glass guy?
If in an actual glass that I'm drinking that is frosted, so my beverage is cold, yes. But in any other circumstance, no, thank you.
Oh, I love it. And I gotta tell you, this stunt coordinator, Simon Crane, he was the aerial stunt coordinator on Cliffhanger. He worked on Alien 3 doing stunts. He did stunts on Total Recall, Batman. He did stunts on The Last Crusade, Willow. And then he moved up in the world. He did the stunts for The Mummy 1999. He was a stunt coordinator for Saving Private Ryan and Titanic.
What?
And GoldenEye. And Braveheart.
He gets around.
Yeah.
You know what, though? That's a lot of different types of stunts. And that's that's important because I feel like you can kind of carry that over to different films, and that's what makes them stand out and unique, right? Every one that we've covered so far is relatively unique. Sure, they might feel similar to others, but there's still moments and times where it's like, oh, okay, like this is different. Like when, when she looks in the mirror and everything, or, just these little extra pieces that kind of make it stand out. I mean, and obviously it stands out enough for us to pick it and talk about it.
I love it. And he's a good stunt coordinator when he was chosen to be the stunt coordinator on Fast and Furious Presents Hobbs and Shaw, because David Leitch directed that and he's a former stuntman.
Interesting. I didn't know that.
So if a stuntman director hires you to be a stunt coordinator, your money.
Pretty much. It's almost like passing on the baton and being like, look, I'm out of this world now. Someone's got to rule it. Maybe it's you. And that's the test. And he passed. You know what I mean? All
right. So I'm going to pick my third one, and then we'll then you'll do your third one, then we'll head on break, then we'll finish it up. But my third one is, I'm going to say it. I'm going to say Nonstop. The bathroom fight in there. I think I'm going to choose Nonstop between Anson Mount's Jack and Liam Neeson's Bill Mars, where they fight in a airplane bathroom.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, so I've gone from prison bathroom, and then I went to, then I went to house bathroom, airplane bathroom. What I like, too, is the stunt guy on this was Raphael Kayanen, and he did the knife fights in The Hunted, directed by Friedkin, which is close quarter stuff.
Okay.
Which
makes sense.
Those are good. And this is a good fight. It's a good close quarter fight. The one thing, they even answered a question. And a fight scene's good when I just thought to myself, while they're fighting in this bathroom, I'm like, everybody on the plane is going to hear this. Everyone knows what's going on. But then they cut to the plane and it's all bumpy and choppy and no one notices. In movie logic, it answered my question as I was asking it. And that's pretty good filmmaking right there. And it proves that just Liam Neeson can snap people's necks like butter.
Yeah. Oh, God, yeah, it does. But I have to agree with you, though. It's the pacing thing, too. Because when it starts and it's the close quarters and it's the heavy hitting, which is impressive. Like, regardless of how you feel about the rest of the film or, you're tired of, like, seeing, the old actor being the badass kind of thing. Like, the choreography in this is impressive to be able to keep it confined to such a space and convey such an intensity. But you're right. There is the pacing thing of like, these guys are getting hot and heavy real quick. And all of a sudden it cuts to and you're like, oh, that's why. Oh, okay. Corey Stoll's in this movie. That's right.
Scoot McNairy.
Okay. I love Scoot McNairy, dude. Based on the name alone. And then his acting ability second.
Killing Them Softly, him and Ben Mendelsohn. They're so good.
Killing Them Softly is so underrated. That is such an incredible film.
Yeah. I think people just didn't know what to expect because it got an F cinema score. And there's a lot of heavy breathing in it. I think that could throw people off. A lot of heavy.
And you know what? We see a Gandolfini that we normally don't see.
Yeah, I love that.
It was so good.
Oh, it's a grand Gandolfini in that one.
It's a Gandolfini.
Jeez Louise. And I do love though that in this scene there's some cool stuff because you get the body work, you get the head work, and the mirror gets broken. But then Liam Neeson, this annoys me though. When Liam Neeson sticks his thumb on Jack's throat, his artery, right there to kind of cut down the blood flow, I would be so mad, Nick, if I was in a bathroom fight with somebody and they just put their thumb on my neck. Like, get out of here.
Yeah. They might as well grab your forearm and start rubbing back and forth to give you like a little burn kind of thing. Yeah. It's the same type of annoyance. It's like, stop it.
Imagine that. You're just going, ah! How did Mark go down? This is large Northern Irish guy came up to him and put his thumb on his neck. Took him out.
That's it? Yeah. He tried to punch himself in the face, but because the thumb was in the neck, he couldn't reach. What about his other arm? It fell asleep during the fight. During the fight, it was the weirdest thing.
And then he grabs his wrist and does that work on it, and then the guy goes for the gun, and then there's a headlock, and then there's an inverted headlock followed by a neck snap because the guy just won't put that gun down.
No, he won't. And then we see something that I think we rarely see in a fight scene, particularly a bathroom fight scene, remorse, right? He doesn't want to do this. He's just trying to stop and make it work out. He doesn't want to, but he kind of has to. His life is on the line, and if he goes, then he can't complete his mission. He can't stop and be the hero of the day and save and blah, blah, blah. And then he even, at the end, he's like, I need to, no one can see this, click over to occupied. And then he goes off and he does his thing, which makes me think, okay, vacant, why wouldn't you try to say it was occupied? Like, could you imagine if somebody walks up there, but then they hear these grunts and groans and they're like, oh, I'm going to give this at least a 5. Like, I'm not coming back up here for a bit.
Yeah. Whatever's happened, give me a courtesy flush.
Yeah, or 2.
Yeah. And also, we forgot about something. The phone choke.
Yes. Because for some reason when I see it in my head, I immediately think knife, right? Because that's usually, it's either your hand or a knife, but it's just dawning on me, yeah, it's a phone.
It's choking him with a phone. Phone choke. What's worse? A thumb to the neck? Or a phone choke?
I would say thumb to the neck because that's just one point. Whereas the phone choke, yeah, the phone's there, but like there's the arm pressure as well. So it's a little more evenly distributed instead of just one spot in your neck. Because when that thumb's gone or that poke is gone, you're focused on that one spot. It's not like a soreness in general that you can move past. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm. Man, that'd be the worst. Oh, no, I'm going to say I know the word in my head, but it's the carotid artery, right? That's what they would,
I would agree with you.
Yeah.
I'm not going to disagree. I think it's because it's right on that spot where like the carotid goes up right into the mandible. If we want to get talk about bone structure, like mankind in here with the mandible claw just getting in there.
What if you just missed the artery though, and you're just on a random part of the throat? And the guy's just like, this hurts. Like it's not killing me, but it's very uncomfortable.
I'm not a fan of this. What a terrible masseuse you are.
Yeah. Can you stop? Okay, I'll quit.
Yeah. He's just all right already.
You slap his hand off and you just walk away.
Look, I'm really sorry, okay? Can I have my nose back now?
Oh, stop trying to frame you. Just you still have it. And you didn't take Ricky's. You took mine.
It's not even fair. He started it.
There's no coming back from that too. If a crowd of people sees that happen to you, you're not going to get any sympathy for that.
Oh no! If I'm like a 30-something and my kids are there and someone takes my nose, I'm leaving. I'm leaving the family behind.
Yeah.
Like, I'm going to go start somewhere new as an electrician.
You're going to play fastball. Where were they going? The Way. And you're just going to put that song on and you're just going to drive. How many times can you listen to Fastballs? The Way. How many times on a road do you think you could jam out to that?
Oh, I'm going to find out. But honestly, I'm going to say over 10, but under 15. Whoa. It's a longer song.
Yeah, there's a long guitar solo. And then you think it ends and it doesn't.
Yeah, right? It's one of those. It's much like Do You Love Me by the Contours. It fades out, and you're like, oh, okay, we got the point. You know what I mean? He can dance again. But then, wham, it comes right back, and you're like, okay, I just had the volume changing there, and now my ears hurt. So thank you for that, The Contours.
Sometimes when I play Foghat Slow Ride, I feel like I'm a different human when the song ends, just because it's so long.
It is a bit of a long boy. You don't realize it. I think it's one of those where they edit it for the radio, right? And then it just – and even in the beginning, right, you get the feedback coming in real sharp and the reverse hi-hat sound. You're like, what's going on here? And then it hits you, Slow Ride, and you're like, yeah, you're right. You're right, Foghat.
Let's get me out of here. All right, third pick. What's your third pick?
My third pick, I think we're gonna amp it back up a little bit and bring some people into the mix. I'm gonna go with the Warriors when they took on the Punks in the bathroom.
What a great brawl! That has everything in it.
Everything. Rollerblades, switchblades. I can't think of another
Bats,
blade word.
spray
but
paint.
If there were a myriad, right?
Yeah.
Old beat up Converse shoes,
Biting.
Native American headwear, paint chips, right? We don't get a lot of paint chips anymore. Chains, haven't seen. Does anybody really use chains in a fight sequence? Like, these people brought chains with them to fight. If you're in an industrial or warehousing situation, right, and you see a chain, okay, I'm going to pick it up and use it as a weapon, right? It's more of a defensive thing, reactionary. But these guys brought chains. Who does that anymore?
Yeah. It depends on the length of the chain. If someone gives me a 12-foot long chain, I'm going to be useless with it. I'll just throw it at the person. But if someone gives me a 24-inch chain, you could probably bonk somebody, put some locks on the end of it.
You could, but I feel like anymore, like everybody's always like, the bigger the chain, the better. And I'm like, you know what? Just give him like a little 4 or 5 inch chain. That's going to get just as much work done as these other longer chains. Like, it doesn't matter. It's more about, the motion that you're swinging the chain or the thickness of the bolt and the actual, link itself and the chain length. Like, I think that's, that stuff doesn't matter.
The problem with chain fighting is that you need a distance, right? It's not good close combat. No. So you need footwork. No. But no one in this world has footwork. I'd say 0.01% of the population knows how to move their feet around during a fight. So you're swinging a chain.
Rollerblade guy.
Oh, yeah, exactly. You're swinging a chain and someone just closes the distance, it's all over for you.
Yeah, that's done. And when you get close like that, they're going to catch the kind of the center or the mid of the chain, right? They're not getting the end. The end is what hurts. That weight at the end that's whipping and striking a part of your body. But if you're catching it in like the arm or something, again, it's the phone arm bar versus the poke in the neck. You know what I mean? You can kind of take a body blow, but then when you get hit with the tip of something else, that's where it's going to sting. And that's when you're like, hey, not fair. Give me back my nose.
Come on. And now you hit me with a chain. What I love about this fight is everyone gets a chance to shine. So Rembrandt does get wonked in the stomach with a bat, but Rembrandt does have the opening strike where he sprays the person in the eyes with the spray paint. And then you have Snow and Cochise actually wrecking people in this. Swan takes some licks in this fight. Swan's very good at dodging baseball bats, terrible at dodging fists, I've noticed.
And it's weird too, because it's like, you know what, dude? I'm like, you can pick up whole park benches, but you can't duck a couple fists. Am I thinking of the right character?
No, that's Ajax. Right Ajax was caught by them.
Man.
James
Remar. There
goes
my cred. There goes all my cred. It's out the door.
But, oh man, how about when Vermin, who's kind of a brick, gets picked up by one of the punks and throws him into the mirror and just smashes it? That's a strong punk right there.
It is. But at the same time, it's kind of believable. You know what I mean? Nothing in this fight is fantasy or out of the realm or over stylized. It's almost like the fight at the beginning of Clockwork Orange, where everybody's just going at it. It's no holds barred, and we're just going to see what happens. We're not stopping until the cops show up or everybody's down. And it's just, I feel like instead of the 80s kind of synthy stuff we get, it should be Ballroom Blitz going on.
Oh yeah,
that'd be great.
Oh, that's a ballroom. Oh man. Or a song called Bunkhouse Brawl.
Ooh.
I
like that too.
Seven Dust.
It's the cover of the original by Foghat.
Yeah, exactly. The Bunkhouse Brawl. They say it 40 times.
Yeah. Not 41, not 39, but 40.
Not 73.
That's the right amount of, nope, not 73. It's the right amount of bunkhouse.
I tell you what, though, I'd ally with the punks after this is all done.
Really?
Because, we fought in assault. They were in their territory. So they were in their territory. But compared to some of these other gangs that they fight, the punks seem to have some honor. They're not bringing guns into it. It's a relatively fair fight. I mean, they have a couple more people, but they don't, it's not that bad. They seem like tough guys. The leader punk on the roller skates. Imagine what he could do without roller skates. That's John. That's John Wick levels right there. I just think they're tough, and I think they don't seem dishonorable. They just seem like they want to scrap. They might be a good ally for you.
Okay. I like the logic behind it. Personally, I like a little more pageantry. So I think I'm more in line with the baseball Furies.
Yeah.
Punks get it done. The Orphans, I feel like they're a third tier. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie.
They don't even get invited to the party.
Right? They're not even there. And you can pull a switchblade out all you want, but it's not a switchblade on roller skates.
Wow.
You know what I mean?
Who wins? Baseball Furies or punks?
You know what? After your logic, I kind of have to give it to the punks, because they're going to show up with, their utensils and tools. They're a little more honorable, and I think they're going to go for it. They're going to scrap their way and fight it because they know, you know what I mean? It's almost like, hey, it's the Yankees or the Browns, right? Mm-hmm. And it's going to be the Yankees. I know what you're thinking. Browns aren't even a baseball team. Exactly. that's how outmatched they would feel, but they're going to fight back and they're going to be there. You know what I mean?
The baseball Furies are good runners. They're not good fighters.
Mm-hmm. They can really swing that bat.
Yeah.
Like every third time they swing the bat, they get a hit.
This is
great for them.
This is an iconic fight. I'm glad you chose it. We had to. It would have been provocative if we didn't.
It would have been, some would say, controversial.
All right, so how about this? Let's take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will talk more bathroom fights. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. We had some good fights so far. I am loving it. All these fights are A+ers to me.
If not A++ers.
Yeah. It's a whole new grading system. Well, bathroom fights have a funky grading system, don't they?
They do. It's a bit of an earthy grading system, maybe like a sharp kind of asparagus-y grading system. Pungent. Ooh, perfect. See, look at that. Look at the vocabulary coming out, huh? These are SAT bathroom words.
I can't do any more, though. I just spent all my power level dropped about 7% on that one.
We got to get solar panels. We have to find sun-based fight scenes now and solar panel fight scenes.
Let's do it. Wait, out in the open fight scenes?
Out in the open fight scenes, out in the sun, everybody's absorbing it, or, Ra, right? Egyptian sun god-based fight scenes. Because, there's a plethora of those in films.
Yeah, so many. So many of those.
Some might say too many.
We probably have to do a 3-parter.
If not more.
Yeah, you're right. It would be like 3 6-hour episodes each, so we'd have to really stretch it.
Exactly. Rather, they had 8 Fast and Furiouses. You know what I mean? The least we could do is 9.
Yeah. We have to pick movies that there's no roofing over their head at all. Like a tree can't be over their head. They can't fight in a forest.
Ooh.
Or under a pavilion that's open to the elements.
You don't see a lot of pavilion fights, do you?
The world needs more pavilion fights, I think.
Right? I think the world just needs more pavilions in general. It's not pagodas. Pagodas can go kick rocks.
Yeah.
I mean, we're talking a A-class pavilion.
I'm a big pavilion guy.
Love pavilions. There's a venue just outside of Baltimore, Merriweather Post Pavilion, one of my favorite venues to go to for live music.
Wow. It's a nice pavilion?
It's so A-class. It is a world-renowned, assumedly, venue all its own. I'm fairly certain, in all seriousness, the guy that designed Red Rocks also designed that pavilion, or that area. There's a connection there, which I'll take it. Maybe I'm making it up. Who knows?
He's on the Mount Rushmore pavilion makers.
He is. Both sides of his face, the left and the right.
Wow.
And it cascades up.
The pavilion, Mount Rushmore in Vermont.
Yeah. And every year there's just bands that come and play, and there's a light show on the faces. Primarily it's Fish, but every so often somebody else comes along.
Yeah, it's only Fish in 7-hour concerts. The bass line just until it goes until the guy passes out. Are you ready for my 4th pick, which is the weirdest one, and a lot of people are going to be angry about it? So I'm going to take the bathroom fight from Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. Now, it's between Chun-Li and Kentana. And I was thinking, I need a nightclub fight. But I don't want to pick Fallout, Mission Impossible Fallout, which everyone loves. But I just have an issue with that movie because the bathroom is so clean. This is a Parisian nightclub loaded with thousands of people. And you go into that bathroom and it's spotless. And there's not somebody cleaning it up with a mop bucket. There's no one in there. That would be a full-time job for someone to keep that bathroom that clean. It would be
more than one person.
2 people, yeah, to keep it that clean. So whenever I watch it, I just can't do it. Like, you got a bunch of drunk partiers on who knows what. Even if it's a high-scale joint. I worked at a bar. The bathroom in that place was horrendous. Man.
I've drank at a bar. I've never seen a good bathroom at a bar. Ever.
Never. Like, ghoulies are coming out of them. So it's like, that's why I chose this one, because it's not good, right? The stunt choreographer, I remember when they made Street Fighter: The Legend of Chun-Li. It's a very bad film. But Chris Klein playing Nash is one of my all-time favorite performances of screen. I love his performance. But the stunt choreographer, the stunt coordinator, the fight coordinator, his name's Dion Lam, and he did Spider-Man 2, Red Cliff, The guy worked on all the Matrix movies, Black Mask, one of the greatest fight choreographers, stunt people around the world. And he did this fight. Now,
What?
yes. And listen, is this a good fight? No. Is this okay, objectively and subjectively bad fight? Yes. But it has it's so odd. And it just, okay, the fight in Fallout's great. And you're like, oh, yeah, it's so good. But I never once went, really? I never thought to ask myself, is this scene? And this is the entire fight here. So, I mean, it happens where Chun-Li's going in to meet Quintana. They said she kind of flirted with her to get her in there. And then it's just a really bad fight scene where essentially 70% of it is Quintana holding on to a sink, not trying to get pulled away from the sink. That's 70% of the fight.
I think what adds to it is the colors, right? The colors are all over the place. Like, if you look at something, like the Mission Impossible, it's very sterile, right? And a lot of, like, muted tones, a lot of grays and blacks or shades of grays and blacks, right? But this is just, it's like every shade of green, and then you have, like, blue and red dresses with, like, gold every so often. Like, it's just fascinating. I mean, I can't not look at it. You know what I mean? I'm not even a Street Fighter guy. Growing up, I was Mortal Kombat, I was Tekken. So when the Street Fighter films came along, I was like, oh, okay. But there's something about this scene where even the tile on the walls, right? Like, it's, I don't know. There's just something about all these colors. Maybe that's what they thought. They're like, look, you're going to be too distracted by all these colors to pay attention to the fights. And it just happened. Imagine if, like, a Jackson Pollock painting got in a fight in a bathroom.
Whoa.
Just color it.
With vessel sinks in it too.
Which I feel like is this the only one with a vessel sink?
And that's what swayed me too, because they're like glass vessel sinks.
There you go.
And there's a head smash on that vessel sink, which would be life ending.
You have to.
Yeah. I'm just, in all these fights, you've never seen someone drag someone else's leg while they're trying to hold on. There's no reason to really hold on to that sink for 40 seconds.
No, not at all.
And then it ends with an arm lock.
It kind of like a not fun. Like, if you watch, like, I used to watch wrestling as a child, right? Like WWE, stuff like that. And when a match ended in a submission or a tap out, I'm like, come on. You want to see the pin. You want to see the final drop. You want to see the character get up, and then onward and onward they go. But this one, we don't. Like, it's all very tame. Her hand, she should have never been able to hold on to that, the faucet for so long, because it's cylindrical, right? The hand should have slid up. When they broke the sink, they should have used those glass shards in, like, a knife situation. That would have been super cool.
And there's a gut kick, but it sends back Kristen Crook very slowly into a bathroom stall. I do like that she climbs over a bathroom stall. That's another thing that hasn't been utilized much in these films, that she actually climbs into another one. It's like peekaboo for a moment.
Like a magic trick gone awry.
I love a good bathroom gag. And listen, is this fight better than the bathroom fights in, say, World's End or Ninja Assassin or The Matrix? No. But does it feature some things I've never seen before, and does it feature vessel sinks? Yes. And that's why I'm picking it. I'm unapologetic about it. Give me more vessel sinks in film fights.
I'm with you. I like the pick. It's not traditional, but you're bringing a lot of good logic to this. You had great logic with this. You had great logic with the Warriors pick, even though that was mine, but you provided great logic to it. Like, it's...
I just been talking over all your picks.
It just works. But it works. Like, it all makes sense. I'm for it.
Oh, so that's mine. What's your fourth pick?
My fourth pick, I want to mix it up. I want to do something a little bit goofy, and